Ah, court, right. The scenario here truly is spectacular. It sure is. I've lived here most of my life and I'm still not tired of it. It's just a shame it doesn't at least all the year. On the snow's gone, that's it. Still, I'm sure it's just replaced by the equally unique beautiful of another season. You are not wrong here. You are more than welcome to visit again in another season if you want to see. I like that very much. Did you once practice your swordsmanship here? Sort of. It was further up the mountain to be specific. Master Kafa and I spent about a month living out in the wilderness while he trained me intensively. Interesting, I hear the Arcade School does a similar thing. Perhaps it's an Eastern manner of training that the Arcade later adopted? It's true that Eastern martial arts emphasize becoming one with nature, but I think in my case it was just because Master Cafe believed it to be effective. Securing food to eat and a place to sleep every day was hard enough, but sometimes he would even set monsters on me. Thinking back, I had to do some crazy stuff to make it through in one piece. And you're a glutton for punishment. I shudder to think of what you must have gone through. Ouch, is that how you see me? Forgive me, I didn't mean for it to come across quite so rudely. Still, perhaps I should try training in the mountain myself. Apologize if I'm assuming wrongly here, but are you feeling frustrated with your progress? Oh, no, I'm not. No, I suppose you're right. I'm happy to lend an ear if there's something you want to talk about. Alright then. This isn't a new concern of mine, but it's something I was reminded of when we were introducing ourselves to your parents. Juna and Tina have grown significantly since I first met them. And just them, the same could be said for Ash, Muse, and all the rest of the students at the academy. They all matured significantly in the years since we all enrolled. But then there's me. I don't feel I have grown that much. Kurt, but what's up there? Never mind. I continue to train every day, and I do feel as though I'm improving. I'm just a little frustrated by the pace. I think you only feel that way because you are more capable than most. What do you mean? In other words, you expect more of yourself than most of people. When you put your bar for success so high, it's only natural it's going to be harder to surpass it. That's just reality. But that makes it sound as if you got barely any room for improvement. That's not the case. It's going to be more difficult for you to make significant progress than before, but you have been overcoming that for a while. Last year you faced off against Prince Kedrick and overcome many trials before that, but you weren't content to rest on your laurels in the 6 months, since you have never stopped working to better yourself. I think you're the only one who can't see how much progress you have made. As your instructor, I know better than anyone just how much you have improved. So have confidence in yourself, Gort. Thank you, instructor. Of course, don't take that as me telling you to be content with how you are and stop trying. I won't dream of it. I had no intention of slowing my pace, at least not until I surprise you. Wow, sounds like I have a good reason to keep bettering myself then. Well, I'm going to get going, but we have the Phoenix Wings to ourselves today. I recommend you take the chance to relax in the hot spring while you have it. That sounds wonderful. I may stay here a moment to collect my thoughts and then head over. The air here is so fresh and the view is so incomparable. The sky is so blue that it almost feels like I could dive straight into it. Well, I won't recommend trying it. Trying it. It's a long way down from up here. Sufficient to say I wasn't serious. I'm a swordsman, not a madman. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use that. Oh, I'm afraid of this one. Enjoying the foot bath, you two? We certainly are. It must be wonderful having a place like this in the middle of your village. It's one of Ymir's biggest selling points, to be sure. If you don't mind, I think I may join. No, whoa. This is really warm, Sab, you. It sure does. I can feel all my fatigue just fading away too. It's strange how effective it's given how little of your body is actually inside of it. So what were you two talking about before I came over? You actually... Me? Especially we were talking about that power of yours. The course's influence completely disappeared as a result of the final Reverie, but your specific power still remains, correct? Yeah, the seed that originally gave it to me is gone, but the power itself has developed to me to the point where it's essentially its own thing now. But there's no need to worry, I got it largely under control now. Largely implies that there is still the possibility that you may I can't deny that, but I'm devoting myself to making sure it doesn't happen. It isn't that we don't trust you. We simply don't trust your unfortunate habit of choosing to sacrifice yourself at the drop of a hat. I heard that the first time you lost control of your power was here in Ymir, because you were trying to protect Elise from a ferocious monster on the path behind the village. Fun about that, huh? Still, I'm afraid that's just who I am. I can promise that I won't endanger myself or those I care about again, and Elise isn't the only one that's true for. Your perspective is logical in theory, but those who make such a sacrifice don't understand just how painful they can be for those they mean to protect, especially when they leave you completely alone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Besides, she came back in the end, so I have plenty of time to punish her for what she did. I'm sure you mean thank her for what she did. Incorrect.
Anyway, I want you to keep watching over me, instructor. There's still so much I have to learn from you. So I won't let you just disappear. I won't let you leave me.
I won't leave you, don't worry. On a not entirely dissimilar note, when we'll be going on a date you promised me, instructor. Wait, what date? This is the first I'm hearing of this. Because I never promised anything like that. I can't believe you will simply forget. You agreed to it before our exams last month. Did I? It's almost time for the end of term exams. It's been a wild year, but I want each of you to prepare properly so you can show off the result of all your hard work. You in particular, Muse. There's no need to hide your talent anymore. I want you to give this everything you got. Instructor, that's a tough ask. But if you promise to give me a reward, I may be able to make that happen. You really are a handful, but let's see. If you manage to take the #1 spot on the combined ranking with the main campus, I'll be happily treating you to a meal. Sure enough, she placed at the top of the ranking without breaking a sweat. Ada must have been furious at placing second. And what can I say? Love triumphs overall. And I suppose a promise is a promise. When we're done here, Ymir, I'll make time for us to... Hey, calm down. Yeah, I can hardly wait a whole day with you and get dinner at the end. You're pretending to mishear me on purpose, aren't you? Those exams were a small price to pay to go on a date with the man of my dreams. I can place in a position you desire. So tries Nokiseki, right? You can deliberately rank bottom. Well, luck will factor into that one, so I will have to say bottom 3 to be certain. It's like completely against someone playing by entirely different rules. Coming in here has gotten rid of my physical fatigue, but my mental fatigue has really jumped up to take its place. I think I'm going to get out. What about you two? Well, stay here a little longer. We'll still have the issue of your obsession with your sister to discuss. Now I'm really leaving. It's no small journey to here from Crosswell, so I need to make the most of my trip. My #1 goal is crossing the Aesigar range, I think. That's a huge goal for an out-of-towner. She must be really sure of herself. I just hope I don't get stranded for more than 3 days on the way across. I'm not in a hurry to get stuck for more than 10 again. Or maybe not. Either way, she's a tough one. I'll give her that. Where is Claire? Ah. Okay. Oh, Rean. You're looking well, Alf. I'm not even close to well. Master Kafire hasn't been here in ages. I've been waiting with his favorite alcohol and snack for him to show up, but he never comes. I wanna study under him so badly too. Well, Master Kafai is nothing if not capricious, unfortunately. Also, even if he were to come back, I'm not sure Alf should go hold out hope and study under him. But hoping isn't going to do him any harm, I suppose. Looking to grab a souvenir? Yeah, for my family. Oh, and for Jessica and Louise too. This place sells all sorts of rare stuff. It's kinda remind me of Neon Swing and Imports. They both carry Eastern goods, it's true. Since a lot of their stuff comes from the Republic, they were out of stock last year. But now things are finally back to normal. Thank goodness trade has recovered. Agreed. What it is, instructor? Nothing. I just thought you'd be more on edge today. You're surprisingly calm. I mean, today's the I've been lying if I say I wasn't thinking about it. There's a part of me that wants to be home for such a monumental occasion. But I feel kind of left out if I was the only one who didn't come to Ymir. I belong with class 7. Yuna. By the way, I hear something from Landy. He told me you played a big part. Yeah. It wasn't that big deal. I just helped Lloyd and the others a teeny bitty. Hey, are you really okay with staying at the branch campus? It's the end of the school year, so you should be able to transfer back to Crossville like Landy. Heck, I bet they'd love to have you at the police academy again. So you want me gone then? No, that's not what... I'm just messing with you. It's true that I regret not being able to properly graduate from the police academy. But right now, my time at the branch campus is even more important. I said it earlier, it's where I belong. I see.
And you know, I like being with you, instructor.
Calm down.
I didn't mean that in a weird way.
Okay, thank you.
I know. There's still a lot I want to teach you, too.
Good, because I'm all ears.
Anyway, everything I learn at Thor's is sure to be useful in the future. Whether it's for myself or to help strengthen the relationship between Crosswell and the Empire, I'm going to be counting on you to teach me the good stuff, instructor. You have yourself a deal. Better get that brain of yours ready. Well, if it's in ring, welcome back. Long time no see, Camila. You look well. What's that? I look young and my complexion is perfect, you sweet talker. You really haven't changed it. Oh, come now, that's not true. I've been in the rare items business lately. Speaking of which, have you heard about this? It's Lake Lore newest fishing gear. I ordered way too many sets. And then on top of that, they sent the new roads and parts as a bonus. Care to take them off my hands? Are you sure? Of course I'm sure. This will be so much better used in the hands of a knowledgeable fisherman like you. Wow, this is a lot. Thank you so much. No need for thanks. I just like seeing you happy. I will be running the shop as usual, so feel free to drop in wherever. I'll do. Fishing, huh? It's starting to warm up a little, so it's the perfect time to cast a line in a mountain stream. You should give it a whim once I have some free time. Hey, what is Camila? That girl looking out the stork over there. She's only my student actually. Ah, from your school? You certainly seem quite close. I figured you both well, we have been through hell and back together, so... I wonder who you will bring home next. Someone from your class, or perhaps Princess Alfie? Camila. What do you sell? I'm poor again. Lurin, you're home, huh? How your things at school? Really busy as we are prepared for the new school year, but super fulfilling. How are things going here, Leo? Same old, same old. You see how my wife is, right? Are you going to be sticking around for long? I will handle all your Orbit's modification and weapon upgrade needs. Thanks a lot. Oh, before I forget, have you heard that the Arcus 2 got an update? Oh yeah, the Rainford group got in touch with us. I hear the slots got a boost? Correct, you can strike them up to a 3rd stage now, allowing for the insertion of even more powerful quartz. I actually got a sample from the RF group. It's yours if you want to see how it works. After striking the slot with this step specific, you should be able to plug the quartz in. Thanks for everything. No need for thanks, I'm just happy to see you again. Since you are home and all, make sure to get home. Of course.
I've gotten so used to spring everywhere else that the cold here's got me feeling like it's still winter. Think I might take that advice I gave to Kurt and soak in the hot spring.
Okay. Just in case. Just in case. It looks like someone's got here before me. Maybe it's Kurt?
Major? I'm sorry. I wouldn't have come in if I'd known you were here.
Is that you, Rean? Why don't you come into the water? You must be cold standing there. We haven't had a chance to talk in quite some time.
True. We're long overdue for a talk. Well, if you're comfortable with it, then I'd love to.
That mention how the RMP must be really busy now. Why are you holding up? You aren't overworking yourself, are you? Thanks for your concern, but please, put that worry out of your mind. My work sometimes comes with unexpected benefits, like being able to visit the hot spring here, for instance. I suppose that's true. The RMP is being restricted and having its military capacity downsized at the same time, so I can't deny that I'm busy. But that's true for so many other things right now. I don't think I have a right to complain. What do you mean by being restructured? Is this related to how the RMP and the Intelligence Division don't answer directly to the government anymore? Yes, because of that we are going to have the kind of freedom we used to. But I believe that we'll still be able to protect the people of Erebonia in a different way than the army like before. I see. Do the RMP isn't being enrolled into the army though? Correct. Although that possibility was being considered at one point. In the end, it didn't happen, thanks in the part of General Van Dyck and the provisional government head Ragnitz. It's not impossible that it could lead to a power struggle in the future, but I believe that the Empire needs something with a chain of command separate from the army that can serve as a deterrent. To avoid power gathering in one place again, you mean? Exactly. Those and its graduates, myself included, are expected to serve as another kind of deterrent as well. The reason being that the school students and teachers alike exert influence in various fields and have all kinds of connections. I see. As someone charged with helping raise the next generation of Thor students, I suddenly feel even more pressure. As you should, we're all counting on you.
By the way, Rean,
Yes?
this feels very overdue, but I wanted to thank you
For what?
for all you did during the rivalries, for all you did for Milliam, for facing me head on, and for granting His Excellency's true wish. Mere words feel woefully insufficient given all you've done. But I also didn't want my gratitude to go unspoken.
That's very kind, but you really didn't have to. I was just doing what I wanted to do, and I couldn't have done it alone.
That's about what I expected you'd say.
This might sound kind of sappy, but I feel like it was worth it all just to see you smile again.
You really are oblivious to how you sound sometimes. Jokes and thanks aside, there's something I wanted to ask you, too.
What is it?
Are you truly happy right now, Rean?
Of course I am. Busy, certainly. But I am happy. I still can't believe we made it through the Great Twilight. We even got Crow and Milliam back. I was hoping there was a way we wouldn't lose them, obviously. But deep down, I had already given up and braced for the inevitable. It wasn't without some goodbyes. But it's all over now, and I can still be with everyone I care about, which includes you, of course. The joy I feel about that hasn't gone anywhere.
I'm glad to hear that. Still, there's a difference between being happy over something and you yourself being happy. You went through a lot during the Great Twilight, including having to say farewell to your father. Despite living in fear you would disappear or lose your friends, you came out the other side with victory in hand. You, Rean, persevered to save us all. And I can believe that's made you happy, yes. As much as I can believe that happiness continues to cast a punishing shadow over you. Am I wrong?
I'm speechless. You really can see right through me. You're right. I'm still not sure how to handle the happiness I feel. I know it's there. I'm just not sure how to truly accept it. All the people who died on the first day of the war did so because I made the Great Twilight happen. Do I even deserve to be happy when they can't be? Or forgiven for what I did?
It may not be my place to say this, but I think you're the only one who can decide that.
I suppose you're right.
I know how you feel, because I'm in exactly the same position. You were concerned earlier that I might be overworking myself. For me, I'm just trying to atone for my sins by throwing myself into my work.
Major, that can't be good for...
Don't worry, I can calculate how far I can go as well as any number. I'm taking care not to cross the line into self-sacrifice. It's tempting, though. Every time I achieve something to make Erebonia's future better or see you and Milliam's smiling faces, I get a little closer to forgiving myself. It's not something I can do overnight. It's every moment I can justify forgiveness, no matter how small it is, that gets me one step closer. As long as I don't falter, I'm sure I'll be able to like myself again one day.
That's a mature way of going about it.
Far from it. I'm duplicitous to a fault.
I wonder if I
don't think my approach will work for you. You're much too sincere to go tricking yourself into feeling anything other than how you feel. I know it won't be easy for you. I hope you can let yourself be happy.
Easier said than done, I'm afraid.
Maybe. But if you let it elude you forever, I'll always be one good deed short of being able to fully forgive myself.
What am I even supposed to say to that?
I did call myself duplicitous.
At any rate, you will catch calls just standing around like that, you know. Why don't the three of you come and join us in the water? I suspect we'll be able to evade your notice. For what it's worth, I did feel kind of guilty listening. We didn't hear all of your conversations though, please don't worry on that count. It's on me for not watching what I say in public place. Cirque du Claire really is amazing. All I end up doing is letting our instructor listen to my problems. I couldn't possibly help with his. You're okay, Yuna? I suspect she's thinking about how much she would like to wash her back. How much I once did. As if I was thinking such a... Wait, you did what? How untoward of you, though. Listen. You are going to deny the allegation, I see. Listen, there was a very good reason for what happened. Yeah. Orin. Ah, that felt amazing. I'm jealous you have a place like this so close by all your life, instructor. Yeah, I get why he's so addicted to hot springs now. I knew you'd all come to understand in time. Well, if everyone's sufficiently rested, I think it's about time we depart. Are you all ready? You mean, here it comes. I take it you're finally going to enlighten us to why we were summoned here. We're going out into the valley, I assume. Correct. Please follow me. You will have all your answers soon enough. So it's a practice, right? You can also change the theme. Okay. Okay. We'll be doing that. Okay. Wait. Hey. Alright. Do their pose now that I think about it. Wait, are they fighting? Okay, no. Are they? Okay, no. Are they? Wait. Wait. Well, if it's in... I'm pretty sure that's not happening. Okay. Talk about the big group you all hitting the road? Yeah, we'll be heading towards the valley. I doubt but anything will happen with you along, Rean. All the same, I like you to take this. Wow, those looks delicious. Are these rations? Sure are. Made them myself. Make sure to eat up wherever you feel hungry. Thank you so much. I've heard all about these from Elise. They appear to be Eastern in origin. Thank you very much, sir. They look wonderful.
Sure.
I'm like, whoa, wait. Well, now if it's in Rean my days, a veritable bevy of beauties. You got quite a group of gorgeous women with you. Don't tell me you are involved with all of them. Pardon? That's not exactly incorrect as far as I'm concerned. I will just leave that to your imagination. No, we just have a standard student and teacher. It's funny how they put it like standard. My apologies then. But judging by this reaction, I feel bad for Elise. Why is she bringing up Elise now? Yo, did you just hear him? Yeah, at this point I don't even know how to feel bad for anymore. It's been a while since I last visited Ymir, but everyone seems as kind as ever. Oh no, I cannot attack inside a house. Or, okay. Hey there, where are you all off to? We got something to do out in the valley. Oh, just be careful out there, alright? The snow melting in the valley right now, so it's really slippery out there. Thank you for wearing. We will plant our feet accordingly. Alf needs to get his head out of the clouds. He's still such a kid. If people could become master swordsmen that easily, the village will be full of them. He needs to learn to face the reality. She's as harsh to him as ever, I see. Oh yeah, you're a divine blade too. I'm sure I'd be able to become a master swordsman if you told me, so please, let me be your student. I was told that I had been allowed to take on disciples when I was given this title. Then can I, please? Easy now? Listen, there is more to being a swordsman than just swinging a blade around. Why don't you work on developing the right mindset first? What do you mean? Try and always think like a true swordsman, and ask yourself what one will do wherever you run into a problem. Okay, that sounds really hard, but I'll do my best. Good luck, I look forward to hearing how it goes. He really is eager to learn the way to the source. I thought I certainly understand the feeling. He's like a little baby Kurt. It's sweet to see a child this enthusiastic about anything. Wait, now that I remember. Ah, okay, Kurt is here. Okay. Wow, that young lady has a good eye. It's rare for a young woman her age to come shopping here alone, so she called me off guard for first. Ah, it's Yuna. Okay. And you guys cannot upgrade your quartz. Oh. Ah, you! Look at all the rare items. Some of them are the same except for their colors. I wonder why. Let's have a gather. Ah, that's right. Eclair told me how to pick out the best vegetables. She mentioned color differs and paying attention to how they found when you hit them. Maybe I can try that. Okay, but don't break it. I one time broke a watermelon. I need to know how she's doing in there. Maybe I should sneak in and watch her. Let's not be hasty now, Luna was the one who volunteered to do the shopping. And let's have a little faith in her. I suppose you're right. I won't be much of a mother if I couldn't believe in my daughter. Oh, don't worry, my lady. Lady Luna will do the shopping perfectly. I'm sure of it. I very much agree. All we have to do much is wait for her return. In the meantime, let us enjoy this stunning scenery. You have been proposed to? By more than one person? Scandalous. And why isn't this happening to me? Calm down, Maple. You got this all wrong. I was planning on turning them all down anyway. Why are you the only one who these things happen to? It's the chess, isn't it? People only care about giant knockers. Stop talking about me like that. Well, hurry up and go get married, man. I already know I don't like working in the city, so I'm just gonna stay here. Go be happy far away, all on your own. That's not... Maple didn't take that very well. I think there's more to this than there first appears. Don't be getting noisy now, you two. Lord Theo has been taking Arthur hunting often lately, and it's no wonder, for both their spirit. There wasn't much time for hunting last year, what with all the chaos surrounding the war. And even once it was over, restoring the country and even simple reopening dialogue with other nobles took quite time sometime. It's only now that things have calmed down enough for him to hunt again. Mom, Dad. Oh, Mayor, didn't realize you were there. Are you going out somewhere? Yes, I have some brief business in the valley that I need to address. I see, then I suppose it's just about time. Well now, that was loaded. Do be careful out there, everyone. The monsters in the valley don't possess that much of a threat by themselves, but in that environment, you still have to be vigilant. Does Dad know more than he's letting on? Whatever goes on, if he's telling Mom about something, that's probably a sign I should drop it what it is. No Mom? Okay. No Mom? No Mom? My Mom. I'm just about to start getting dinner really. I'm planning on using some fresh vegetables we just harvested and lots of herbs that I grew myself. I'm guessing you all are about to head out for the time being. Everything should be ready by the time you get back, so you will have all a delicious meal to look forward. See you soon, son. Okay, so that whatever we're gonna go through, it's approve. It's nothing that will kill me, right?
All the lights, they're passing by, and all my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my